Hey everyone, welcome to Souls and Stardust podcast channel. I'm Shannon. I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading today, and this could be for all signs. It's whenever you come across it, it's perfect for you. Time is an illusion, so whenever you come across this reading, it could be applicable to your situation. Also, since it's a general reading for all sorts of different twin flame and soulmate connections, I'm going to take that card because it wanted to flip. Some of the reading may not resonate for you, other parts will. So go ahead and take what is for you, what feels good for you, and leave the rest. Wow, that was a lot, and I'm not going to take that big chunk. I'm going to put that back in, and I'm just asking what the wisdom is for twin flame connections, what they need to know right now, or it could be soulmate connections. I'm just going to see what comes up. Well, I'm going to start here. I'm going to see what we got, because nothing else wanted to come out right away. Okay, we've got Judgment in reverse. We've got the Hermit. And we have Ace of Wands. Okay, so Judgment. This is, sign of, or planet ruled by Pluto. Fire sign energy. This is really about self-doubt. Judgment is about having like a lack of awareness, of self-awareness, also being really hard on yourself. Someone is in a state of like punishing themselves. Something happened. Yeah, destruction, punishment, ignoring the call. Someone is denying perhaps the connection. Someone may have done something out of a lack of self-awareness. It could be a twin or a soulmate that's very asleep still. This is definitely someone who is being very hard on themselves, doubting themselves, maybe even having a lack of confidence in themselves, or they have like self-destructive behaviors. We're going to see if other cards that indicate that come up, but this is also ignoring the call. I feel like someone is denying the connection and maybe has like shut down, having a real lack of self-awareness. This is two major arcana too, so this is big soul lessons for some of you. We have the Hermit. This is the sign of Virgo, earth energy. The Hermit is really going inward. It's about soul searching, introspection. Now, this could be your energy. It could be the other person. There's a lot of contemplation going on. You could be in no contact right now. Something may have happened where somebody backed away from the connection and has gone into seclusion to understand more. And this may be you going into seclusion to find your wisdom about this connection. This is also listening to your inner guidance, needing to meditate, needing to contemplate, needing to be quiet so that you can actually hear the wisdom. There's been some kind of disruption. Somebody is denying themselves. Somebody is really, I want to say in their head, but like out of their body too. Out of their body, like not, they're almost dissociating is what I am hearing, like dissociating from their feelings, detaching, like very not self-aware. But we have the Ace of Wands, which is like new energy coming in. It's inspiration. It's the urge to create. I feel like as you're watching this in your hermitage, in your, I don't want to call it isolation, in your introspection, in your time in the cave, you're understanding a lot more and you're becoming inspired. You maybe even see some of the soul lessons, like you're learning a lot about yourself, and it's really giving you this urge to start something new. And I don't necessarily see it as like a new relationship. It's almost like this new pathway forward for you, new potentials. It's growth. This is like creativity and it's action and inspiration. This is inspiring you to grow. I just heard like it's lighting a fire under you to become a new version of you, because whatever happened, you also feel like you had compromised yourself too much, like lost yourself in whatever this connection is. You lost yourself in whatever this connection is, and you realized that you have so much more to offer. So I'm going to see what else comes up. What else do we need to know about this connection? So someone is very self-aware. It's caused you to become, someone is not very self-aware, lacking self-awareness. It's caused you to become even more self-aware and understand how to tap into your inner guidance, and you have new inspiration now. This also could be like new passion coming in, artistic creativity, but it could be like a new person. So we're going to see what else comes up. Oh, yeah. So you're not talking to someone. Whatever this connection is, you're not talking to someone. I mean, this quite literally is being left out in the cold. Like somebody has gone cold on you. And while this is a card about like financial loss, it's loss in general, feeling like you don't have what you need. It's like poverty mindset. It's like, oh, I don't have anything now. Like whatever happened, it's left you feeling a great amount of loss. Like, what do I do now? But you have this new inspiration coming in because you're discovering more about yourself. This is another earth sign card. So you really, like, this is energy of Taurus. You may be now focusing on your career as a result of like having this distraction out of the way. Not that your connection is a distraction, but like the way it's going now has distracted you away from who you are and what you've been working so hard to achieve. You know, part of the twin flame journey is to catalyze you into becoming the best version of you and to really step into your soul's work, which it could be starting a new business that offers some incredible product or service that humanity needs. So this Five of Pentacles is like you have had a worry, you feel isolated, you feel left out in the cold, and you've really been confronting your own like neediness and feeling of lack, like I lack this now. But I'm gonna see what else comes out. I feel like this is a huge lesson for you in discovering your worth, right? We're gonna see what else comes out. What else do we need to know about this connection? What else do they need to know about this connection? And you guys, if you're new here, I shuffle until cards come out. That's the deal I've made with Spirit. This one wants to come out. Yep. So someone did something out of real lack of awareness, of self-awareness, and there is grief. So hand in hand, feeling out in the cold, you're not speaking to them. And this is heartbreaking. You are feeling loss. There's sorrow, but they are also feeling it. I get the sense that they are on the other side of this and they don't know what to do. They know they've caused this, but there's a lack of maturity on their part. We just had this fall out. Seven of Wands in reverse. This is exhaustion. This is giving up. I feel like this is the person's energy that you were dealing with, that they're like everything was just too much for them and they gave up. Destroyed confidence, lack of confidence, feeling overwhelmed. They couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it. That's a card of Leo. They couldn't handle it and they left you in the cold. This has nothing to do with you. I mean, you're in relationship, but this is more about them and their capacity. We have the High Priestess. This is you coming into your intuition. This is you having sacred knowledge. I mean, this is the counterpart. Oh no, I thought we had the Hierophant. We have the Hermit. This is the divine feminine. This is trust in yourself. This is what you're doing as a hermit. You're coming into your High Priestess energy. This break for you, this being left in the cold is what you needed. You know, the divine gift of this is it's what you needed to come back into your awareness. You lost touch of yourself. You lost touch of your capacity and ability to know truth so deeply within yourself. You just got a little mixed up, a little turned sideways. And this break that happened is causing you to grow significantly in your capacity of intuition and inner knowing. And look at this card, This is the wounded warrior. This is you being so resilient and having good boundaries. This is card of Sagittarius, more fire energy. There's a lot of fire energy here. This is standing up and persisting. This is you like getting back on your feet and pushing through to become this like new version of you. As a result, you were catalyzed into this growth. One more card, please, for this connection. Okay. Oh gosh. We have the Knight of Swords coming in. This person's coming back to talk to you. But this is also a card of action. I would not be surprised if this person reaches out to talk to you. But this is also you being very driven to succeed. This is a card of fast-moving energy. It's you doubling down on your knowing that you can do this well. This is air sign, right? But it's on the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. This is very ambitious energy, very fast moving. I feel like if you're watching this, I just saw 11:11 on my timer. You are moving very quickly to this new version of you, and you're going to be successful. I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck here. Look at this. Ace of Swords. You have clarity now. You're having a breakthrough. This is new ideas. This is communication. This is success. It's you having a very clear understanding of your way forward. This is also a sort of truth, right? So think of the Queen of Swords energy, and she holds a sort of truth. Like this Ace of Swords is that same energy. This is a card of air signs, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I love this card. This is a new beginning. This is a new way forward. It's mental clarity, and it's like the energy of we're not effing around anymore. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna use a different deck, and I'm gonna see what comes out of your Heart's Hidden Secrets deck. What do we need to know about this connection? What do we need to know about this connection? You're going to hear from this person. I don't know when. Although that Knight of Swords is fast energy, and that Ace of Swords is also communication. We have memories. Someone's really thinking about you, dwelling on, feeling the bittersweetness of the memories of you together. There's that heartbreak there. You are not the only one that's feeling it. So they've been reminiscing, thinking about you. What else do we need? Oh man, I don't know if you guys were talking about having a family or creating a solid foundation that way, but that is something, that's the energy that's still in that connection. They've been thinking about that. They perhaps are reminiscing about your discussions of the potential of having a family together, or maybe you do have a family together. We have finality, farewells, leave behind, closure. Some of you are hoping for closure, hoping for a conversation so that it's not just ending this way. For some of you, this will end. But for most of you, I feel like this is about leaving behind that lack of self-awareness. It's about leaving behind old versions of yourselves. For you, that's especially true. Oh, we've got people clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. I think this is your person. I feel like they're maybe watching you. They're reminiscing. They're going through old photos. Yeah, use your intuition. There's telepathy between the two of you. So when you are thinking of them, they are likely thinking of you, especially those moments where it seems to come up out of nowhere. They pop into your mind. It's usually them thinking about you, okay? So they are holding on. And I don't know if it's obsessive energy, but they're definitely trying to figure out ways to keep an eye on you. They can't quite let you go because you feel very connected. But they're watching you move forward, and they're watching you become inspired and become this new version of you. What else do we need to know? I think it's kind of driving them a little crazy. You're going to hear, I keep hearing they're going to reach out, like you're going to hear from them. Okay. unexpected, shocking. I feel like you hope that they will reach out, but you're not holding your breath, and it's going to be very, very unexpected for you. Like when you least expect it. There also may be some like shocking news that they share with you that maybe you're very surprised about the revelations that they have. We have some releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. For some of you, that's the case. I do feel like this is letting go of any kind of need to control, or just letting go. Like no connection is not going to move past us if it's meant for us. And we also have to acknowledge the lessons we're learning in the times apart. They see you. Oh, that really just hopped out of my hand. They see you as the divine feminine, regardless of your gender in this relationship. They see you as this beautiful divine feminine energy. Okay. They've been really struggling with cloudy judgment, very distorted in their understandings of themselves and how this relationship, like what this connection is. But this time away has really catalyzed them into their own self-awareness and healing. I think that's what's going to shock you. I feel like when they come back to talk to you, they are going to tell you some things and you're going to be like, wow, you really put like the puzzle pieces together. I feel like that's going to surprise you. I'm also getting, there's like a time cycle, and I'm going to see if we can find like some timing. There's a little bit of waiting that has to happen. You may have been waiting already for a little while, but that's a lot of cards. We're going to put those back in. Okay, definitely feeling the loss here. Both of you feeling the loss, grief. They are not okay without you in their lives. They are not okay without you, and they are coming to terms with that. They are realizing what a special person you are, that divine feminine energy, even if they don't know what the divine feminine is. And they are tired, depleted. You here are on the upswing. They are realizing a lot. They are feeling like drained, depleted. It's all that denial. Yes, withdrawn. They're feeling lonely. They've been solitary. I don't know if that means they've been dating or not. It just means they feel lonely. Really, because you're magical and they honestly don't know what to do without you. They're a little upset about this. There's some resentment and anger. Some of you may have had some hurtful words, and that may have caused that leaving in the cold, that being pushed out. But you know what? They miss you. They're longing for you. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they're feeling like they're falling apart. They're feeling hopeless about the situation. That's just what they're feeling, right? I'm going to pull a couple more cards from a different deck and just see what comes up. I'm just kind of testing out this deck. It's called the Life Happens deck. Just see what else do we need to know about this connection. Those don't really want to come out. Here we go. Yeah, okay, you're going to hear from them and it's going to rock your world. Like they're going to have some revelations, explain themselves. They're going to explain what happened. They're going to explain about the masks that they were wearing. They're going to come clean about the masks that they were wearing. I feel like for some of you, they gave you a version of themselves that was beautiful, and then you realized at some point they weren't who they were. They weren't who they said they were, and that was shocking to you. They are coming into their masculine energy. I feel like this is them waking up. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Okay, we have coming into balance. So that's that healing that we're seeing. We also have like, oh man. So for some of you, there may be people like in your lives that were jealous of the connection, and that could have like caused some turmoil. But I also feel like this is your person. They feel so desperate in the way that they're feeling that loneliness. They miss you. They've been reminiscing. They're envious too of how you're able to seem okay, even though you're not okay on the inside, like you're healing. They seem envious, like, oh, how is she or he able to move forward this way and be okay? So they're watching you that way. Bottom of the deck for this, feeling kind of needy. And I don't think this is a bad thing. I think this is them realizing, and you realizing, like, what it is you need in your life. Like, she's very content in the kitchen preparing something. I do feel like there's different ways to interpret this card. It's definitely an understanding of like, I want to have something in my life. Do I necessarily need it? I don't know. But to feel needed, to feel wanted, that's a beautiful energy. And I feel like this is your person understanding they also need you. Like, not in a desperate, well, they may feel desperate about needing you, but like not in an unhealthy way, but like needing you in their lives because they know it's key to like how good they have felt. And you interpret it as you wish. I'm going to pull from the Twin Flames deck, see what comes up. What do we need to know about this connection? Spirit, I just saw 2121, so if that number resonates with you. We have outcome, results, conclusion, ending. You will get a resolution. Like I said, you're going to be hearing from this person. Something's going to happen. I was going to look for a timing card too, even though this is an evergreen reading. So whatever this period you're in is going to be coming to a close. And well, it's coming to a close for you. You're like starting something very new for yourself. You're moving forward with your life, your goals. You have been inspired to really work on the things that you needed to create, because what else were you going to do, right? There we go. Oh, can't make this up, can you? Look at that. Twin flames. So this connection is very real. It's not in your head. This connection is very real. Their ego just got in the way. Well, for both of you, 2222 on my timer. This is pride, jealousy, self-preservation. You are going to have to let your guard down eventually. Like, you're learning a lot of lessons about yourself from this exchange. They are definitely learning a lot of lessons. They had some growing up to do for sure. And then we have fertility. This is you coming into your creativity, but for some of you very specifically, you had talked about a family. I do feel like this is you guys coming back together to actually start your family. But for a lot of you, this is about bringing new ideas forward and actually planting those seeds and growing them to be able to harvest those fruits. I see a lot of you, like you just doubled down and buckled down and just really became very productive in your work. And it's creating a lot of forward momentum for a success in abundance. What else do we have? This separation is a blessing. I just heard the separation is a blessing. Okay, again, we have, oh my gosh, you guys. Again, we have the masculine card. So that's twice the masculine energy has come up. They are coming in to their masculine. They're identifying it. They are understanding their role. They're growing up. I keep hearing they're growing up. So some of these guides are speaking really loud. They had been feeling very stuck. There may have been like a third party situation. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a person. It could have been like work or family that created a third party situation. There was some barrier for them. When I was shuffling, I saw the card fear. For them, it may well have been just fear and immaturity, emotional immaturity. This is also a card for you to remind you not to stay stuck where you are, to keep that forward progress with that Ace of Wands energy and that Ace of Swords energy. New beginnings, whatever it is, like however they come back, you're going to have to do it new anyway. Also, be ready to receive. This is abundance. You have, again, planting those seeds, and there's references to these fruits, right? So like reaping the harvest, like harvesting the fruits of your labor and the ideas that you've planted. It's also time for you to receive. You've been waiting long enough, so just be open and make sure you're spending time like processing your journey, contemplating. This is also like that hermit energy, diving into understand all the elements of this journey. Keep coming back to the question of, what has this situation taught me about myself? What am I learning? What is this showing me about me and what I needed to pay attention to, or how I needed to grow? That's beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have regret. This is regrets about the loss. This is also about like shifting that energy to make empowered decisions. I do feel like that's your person's energy right now. They regret what happened. I am going to use the Hidden Truth Oracle for some messages from your person. What do they want to tell us? I remember every detail of that day. They are thinking about you. Of course they're thinking about you. You're magical. You're amazing. And they know they messed up. They know they made a big mistake. They're learning. It had to happen though. They're learning. This was a catalyst for them to step into their energy. Their destiny is what I meant to say. I will wait for a sign from you. Now, okay, that doesn't mean that you need to reach out to them. What this means is you quietly sit and you use that telepathy that you have with them and you just say, it's okay. I'll receive from you. I will hear you out. You send that to them from your heart, okay? And you set the intention that you're ready to talk if they want to talk, because they want to talk, okay? I want to tell you how I feel. Bottom of the deck, I wish things could be different. They want that shift to happen. I'm going to end with our cute little Souls in Stardust no contact deck and see what they want to say to you. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. They fit in your hands so well. You can get these on our Souls in Stardust podcast website. There should be a link in the description. Oh, here we go. Oh, what did I tell you? This separation is teaching you very valuable lessons. Here you go. And we've got the space is allowing you both to breathe and find clarity. That's that Virgo energy. That is also that Ace of Swords energy. And I can't remember from the Twin Flames deck which card it was. Everything happens for a reason, even in this separation. This is an important time for you to be learning about you. Like, you're going to realize once you get through this how you've made a quantum leap in your own soul evolution. And really what I'm hearing is about boundaries and your worth. That's what I hear. Like, you know what's appropriate now and what's not. You know how someone needs to show up. Somebody's cutting their lawn in my neighborhood. So what do we have here? You are evolving on a deep soul level. Trust this process. I love that. Even in distance, I'm holding space for your growth and healing. They also know how important this is, this separation, and how important the connection is for what it's showing you both. Distance is not a barrier for souls destined to meet again. Have faith. I want to just tell you to have faith in this. All right, you guys, let me know in the comments how this resonates for you. That felt like a lot of energy pouring through. If this feels like your story, share it with us. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest. Of course, we would love to hear from you in the comments, and I will catch you again very, very soon.